Hello everyone, this is Silviu from Productions.
This is Sean from Productions.
And today we have a very special treat. We're talking about Black Mesa Source.
Yeah, you know, that game that started in 2004, and there's a trailer in like 07, and then 08, and then disappeared off the face of the earth until recently, where you might not have noticed, but on September the 14th at noon Pacific time, it came out. Or not Pacific time. Yeah, it was Pacific time, wasn't it?
About there.
Yeah.
And both of us have spent the better part of 5 hours at this point just playing through it, even though we've both played through the original Half-Life probably several times.
Half-Life Source, high-res version of Half-Life Source, which is a mod that adds like better-looking stuff, but nothing has the amount of detail as this mod. I cannot stress how much detail is in this mod. There is more detail within this mod alone, a free mod you can get for free. That might take you a while because all the mirrors are taken up with how much hype it got, but soon you can get on Steam because it was approved for Steam Greenlight, which we'll get to soon enough. It's just the amount of detail in this game is amazing. Like, they made everything from scratch. You may remember spitters in the first game, right? They used to shoot a single ball at you. It didn't arc or anything. The new ones shoot several small glowing green balls of acid or spit or bad decongestion or something like that. It comes at you. When it hits you, the gun you are holding in your arms also get it on them, and it glows. Or when you bash in a headcrab zombie's skull with your crowbar, which is fun and it's very meaty, and you know all the weapons are very meaty weapons, right? You actually have the brain and green stuff on your crowbar and hand. It's just amazing. Plus, they actually found a very good voice actor for
Dr.
Kleiner,
Yeah.
and a pretty good one for Eli, and they actually go by their names, so you could tell who in the original game was Kleiner and who was Eli and how they survived.
Yeah, I still don't like it though. Magnuson's not in it. I want to know the soup I microwaved is his. I want to know. I ruined his day. But oh well, I'll deal with it.
And there's a little bit extra dialogue too about characters. Like walking in the front door, those two giant airlocks, the security guard looks at you and goes, "Oh man, you cut off the ponytail?"
That was so funny.
And the guard that lets you out of the tram goes, "Yeah, Barney's been pretty scarce around these parts. That time at his bar must have caught up with him."
Yeah, and he still appears in the opening tram ride. Sucker. No.
Oh yeah.
If anyone watches
Freeman's Mind,
you'll know that.
You'll understand that.
Yeah.
Or Barney's Mind. It's also in Barney's Mind, which is a lesser-known series, but still a good series.
Yeah. It's not still made by Ross Scott,
No,
is it? No,
it's not.
Okay, enough about us being fans here. But yeah, it's a really, like we said, we just spent 5 hours solid playthrough. I mean, albeit most of that was just me being pretty fail at the gameplay. Haven't played in a little while, so I'm not
dying in the giant floating box room near the beginning.
I'm bad at first-person platforms.
You're
right?
bad at platforming, period. As well as I'm as bad as saying the word platforming.
Yeah, well, I still kick your butt in a game of Halo. So, whatever.
Not if I find the sniper first.
My very first kill in Halo 3 ever, a week after it was released, when I first played it, sniper rifle. Okay, not the point. Getting way off topic here. But yeah, this game looks absolutely gorgeous. Everything about it, like the textures, just the gameplay feel. It feels exactly like it did in the original game.
Except it's really hard to explain the amount of work that went into this. They made a full new soundtrack, brand new voice actors, brand new models. All the characters are up-resed. There's nothing reused from any of the games. It's really hard to overstate this, but even the weapons you get, they didn't take the weapons from Half-Life 2, or they didn't even take the heads-up display from Half-Life 2 or anything like that. It's a brand new HUD. It's a brand new everything. The weapons are brand new, modeled specifically for this game. It is basically a full retail game. What Half-Life Source should have been for free. $0. And soon, free and available on Steam. all you need is Source SDK, which is also free.
Yeah, it just it comes with any Half-Life game, right? Any game that uses Source engine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just free. You can actually get it by going to your tools menu in your Steam, and you can download it straight from there. But downloading any Source engine game, you can get it for free. But I remind you that Team Fortress 2 is now free to play, so you can get it that way as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and even if not, I would just recommend getting any Valve game, really. I mean, I own all of them except for Counter-Strike.
I own all of them except for Counter-Strike as well. I got Deathmatch the other day to play with one of our friends.
Yeah. Let's see. I remember I bought Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 just as a pack for I think it was $20. It's remarkably good deals on Steam.
I think I got Left 4 Dead 2 and Team Fortress 2 at the same time.
Let's see. And I remember buying the Half-Life Anthology for $7.
I never actually managed to get in on that deal. Unfortunately, I have terrible timing. Steam deals are amazing.
Yeah, just at any time really. Would you say the best deals are the summer sales?
Summer sales or Christmas sales?
Yeah. Oh, the Christmas sales. They had last year the.
They had the entire Steam package as well. They had the entire Valve game library up for
$100.
$50. It's up for $100 now. It was up for $50 or $40.
And let me tell you,
I got Deus Ex: Human Revolution yesterday for $7.50.
If you're watching this video recently, it's probably still like that. We're putting this video out.
We're recording
Friday.
September 14th, 2012.
Yeah, so it'll probably if it's Sunday, you'll probably still be able to go get it.
It's a weekend sale, so it probably goes till Sunday midnight.
Yeah, but still, this seems pretty good.
This game is just absolutely incredible. Keep in mind that right now, as of time of saying this, and probably for the next few months, it's in alpha. Now what this means is the entire game is there. All the weapons are there, all the textures are there. There's no orange and black, no nothing. The thing is, you're missing the Zen levels. If you never played the original, don't worry about it, you'll know it when you get there. But for anybody who does know, Zen, there's no Zen levels at the end. I'm not going to say what it is for people who don't know what it is, but I don't want to ruin it. It's still an incredible game, even though it's older. It's amazing. The Zen levels aren't there. None of them. The game cuts out just when you go there.
It's pretty good. I wonder if they added anything from Blue Shift or Opposing Force, and any references to those. We thought we found a reference to Half-Life 2, where we were going to put the can in the tin can in the trash can, where you can throw it at the guard.
Yeah, there's
It's a pop can.
Yeah, in Half-Life 2, there's the trash can. The cop makes you put the can in the trash can, then he lets you go. But there's also you can also throw it at him. But in Black Mesa Source, near the beginning, there's also a section like that where there's a garbage can and a can right beside it, and it's the same thing. You can pick things up like that. The crowbar's not in the same place as it was, and there's a lot of things that have changed with the map design that might throw some people off at first. You'll notice them.
Yeah, that being said, the crowbar was introduced in a really good way.
It was
just on the floor, but now it actually makes sense that it's there. Well, it made sense before too. It's a crowbar in industrial place, but I like the way. I'm not going to say anything.
No, it's okay if we say, because it's right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
This is within the first half hour of the game, right? And we played for 5 hours. We didn't even get halfway through it. It's easily a 10-15 hour experience. They extended it using black magic.
And if you think,
but the door, right? There's a door, and with the way the crowbar is it's jammed in between the two loops of the door, so it's holding it shut, as if somebody jammed it there to stop zombies from getting in. It is amazing. Yeah. But all the old things are still there, like the microwave. It's still there. There's new dialogue, and people. This is what I really like. People around will actually interact with you better. Like people standing around you will actually interact with you in a much more intuitive way. Like there's no menu or anything, but they'll fill you in on little bits Like there's that guard that says you cut off your ponytail. There's another one that says Barney's been in the bar too much. There's people talking just in the background about how the test chamber, there's certain things going wrong. There's almost a undercurrent of like bad times with money because all their equipment is sparking, but only it's really, really subtle. You have to really look at it.
Yeah, there was actually a really good bit of underlying humor in. I thought it was really good in one of the dialogues between two of the characters, where one of them says he's basically making fun of the original, in that in the original obviously it was a very old game, is very new, so the characters couldn't really do much. The NPCs. So all they did pretty much is run to a button, run to a screen, press a button, whatever, go back, and there's one that's complaining about he does nothing there. All I do is run to a screen, press a button, run back, look at a screen, go back, go to a tube, and do nothing. And I just
yeah, that's almost
really
like breaking the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
In the first game, that's all the NPCs did. They go back and forth between a screen and a button, or screen and another screen, and they just do two things. So it's almost breaking the fourth wall. Like, I hate being programmed like this. Why can't I do more?
Mm-hmm.
It's just an incredible game. You can actually pick it up if you're lucky. And if the traffic has gone down, I'd wait a few days. I got extremely lucky by finding a mirror that wasn't used by anybody and got it downloaded in 10 minutes. But one of their sponsored downloads, right, was and a torrent for it. The torrent had 3 weeks, and I have a 100 megabit connection. It's 3 weeks. And a download from a website, like I don't know what those are called, I can't remember what they're called, just like a browser download at unlimited time. So it just comes in a zip file. You close your Steam, you double click it, and it'll install it to Steam for you, like any other source mod if you've installed them.
And the size of the zip file is 3 point something?
3.8 gigabytes.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Like, especially considering, alright, you gotta probably download Team Fortress 2 or a Steam game, unless you can just get the...
You can just get the SDK.
Yeah, there you go. And,
Source SDK 2007. It'll say it on the website.
Yeah, and I'm certain it's not that big of a file. So you just get that, and then the actual game. And right there you have one of the very best examples in early gaming right at your fingertips.
Yeah, it's surprising. Today, innovation, like back then, innovation was creating something great. Like Half-Life 1 was innovative, because before that there's only Doom, where you're in a shooting gallery. Where Half-Life, you're a target in a shooting gallery. You can shoot back, but you're still the target, right? You're still just frantically trying to survive. It was revolutionary, it still is, the way everything was done. Nothing that immersive has really been made like that since, except for maybe other Half-Life games and Left 4 Dead. Again, I'm using Valve games.
Although I agree with you
it's funny. It's just funny how today's standard of innovation, when you say innovation, it basically just means we finally caught up to Valve. We finally caught up to Half-Life.
Yeah. And although I do agree with you on that it's really innovative, and it's for the time and even now it's really good and it's very immersive. The fact they say it's the most immersive, a bit subjective, but just saying, it's trying to cover all the bases. Yep. Still, really good game in my opinion. I think I really can't think of any Valve game that I've disliked. I think there was maybe one indie game. I honestly cannot remember. Wasn't there a free indie game by Valve?
Free?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm probably just going crazy.
Team Fortress was an indie game, an indie mod that Valve bought and then produced Team Fortress 2.
As was Portal, right?
No. No.
It was wasn't a separate game that they...
There was a separate game. It came after Portal using the same principle. It's called Exit E. Exit E. Which is basically like a Portal shooter deathmatch game. It's like Counter-Strike meets Portal, just with less knives. It's multiplayer based.
Yeah. Well, you know, what can you do?
But it's amazing because Counter-Strike was a mod, and then they bought that and created Counter-Strike Go.
I'm thinking of Left 4 Dead, aren't I?
Left 4 Dead wasn't a mod either.
I'm just going crazy then.
Team Fortress was a mod, and Counter-Strike was a mod. Team Fortress was a mod, and they bought that as well. And then made Team Fortress 2. This is a mod of a game that it really should have been Half-Life Source, because they just used Source 2007 engine. I guarantee you, these people are guaranteed jobs at Valve. 100% guarantee.
And if not, they're somewhere else. These guys have serious talent.
They have unbelievable talent.
Like, essentially recreating an entire 10-hour game in a completely new engine. Fine, that took a long time, but the
Not only that, they
was
also redid everything. They knew what they had to do, but they built everything from scratch. You might remember the train station at the beginning? They added so much. There's still a giant missile and walking robots, yes. And there's still that one door that there's a loading screen and then it opens, yes. But there's just so much more detail. It's just so much more. It's just more. It's just more. It's hard to overstate just how amazing this is. I got it for free. It's just amazing. So you can pick this game up at blackmesasource.com or blackmesa.com.
Either way, you'll if not now, in a week or two, you'll be able to do a Google search and guaranteed very first result is
in a week or two. It might be on Steam because they got through the Steam Greenlight project. They got enough, and they got then they're now going to be on Steam.
Like, personally, I think everyone go out, try this game. It's a great piece. It's a great example of how to take an old game that was amazing at the time and just make it better. It is probably one of the best gaming experiences that I can think of at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to try it. It's free. It's 100% free, and it's a relatively small download. It's 3.8 gigs, and the Source SDK is about 1 or maybe 0.8 or 0.5. Go download it. Anyways, I've been Sean from Goatee Productions.
And I've been that guy that knows nothing about Valve from Goatee Productions. And we'll see you next time.